Josh Papali'i comes back, Cam. What other changes could you see possibly happening for Game 2 in Brisbane?
Well, we're just seeing there's a few guys on report, and there's a couple of HIAs tonight as well. So there could be some forced changes. There may be some changes made by the coaches and the selectors, and it certainly needs to be looked at closely. Of a scoreline 50-6, there was a lot of things went wrong for Queensland tonight, or they didn't play the way that they planned. You've got to give credit to the Blues, though. They played extremely well and deserved that victory. But I dare say Paul Green will be making some changes for Game 2.
I think they've got to find greater work rate in their forward pack, a greater commitment to defence and taking the ball forward. I don't think Luke Capewell can survive at centre opposite Tom Trbojevic, and maybe bringing him in closer to the action where he's actually a forward anyway could help a little bit of that work rate they're lacking. But they've got to find a centre to mark up on Tom Trbojevic. And attitude, I've got to say, attitude. You can make all the personnel changes you like, but that was not Queensland origin attitude tonight. There were a lot of things that we just don't see from Queensland teams.
You see Harry Grant there, a lot of ice on a leg injury. I thought he looked a bit underdone. What's your thoughts of Harry starting and looking to play 80 tonight?
Yeah, well, look, he was a little bit underdone, and yeah, we all know Harry Grant. He's a great footballer, and he works extremely hard at training to get himself in great condition, but he hasn't played for 5 weeks. Same situation with Cameron Munster too. I thought he was a little bit rusty, but you know, I'm hoping that he can stay fit and get back on the park for Melbourne. And there's 2 games in between this match and the second game in Brisbane. I don't know. Does Paul Green look at carrying a second hooker on the bench? You know, they went with AJ Brimson tonight, and it wasn't overly effective. You know, and you know, in their defence, Queensland didn't have a lot of field position. There wasn't a lot of good ball sets for AJ and Harry to be a part of. I thought he had some great touches when he had opportunities, but again, a little bit underdone. I'd like to see him with a couple of more games under his belt.